How can I protect my energy today? By remembering that I can handle this. I can handle anything that is placed on me by tuning into my heart to reconnect with my strength. Being authentic means my choices are to be genuine and truthful in all aspects of my life. Knowing who I choose to be and living honestly, and knowing how pure I am determines the value of my relationships. I choose my own morals and I stick to them. My authenticity is determined by my soul's journey. Am I learning what I need to ascend and become divinity? I am 100 in all my relationships, leaving all trauma, insecurities, and egos in the past. I choose to be authentic and truthful in all my endeavors by tuning into my heart and reconnecting with my strength to handle my soul's chosen journey. I can handle all things on my journey by utilizing my awareness and understanding I am responsible for the reality I create. I am aware of the concept of if I think it, I will create it. Therefore, I focus my attention, intentions, and energy on creating a merge of subconscious and conscious thoughts. Being multi aware of all thoughts, I am allowing myself the opportunity to tune into my heart, to reconnect with my strength and divinity. I am capable of handling my soul's journey by flowing through times of transition. I understand that in order to be the butterfly I am, I have to experience a metamorphosis of my own. I am expanding my wings and flying without fear. In order to fully transform graciously, I am releasing anger and replacing it with love. I am releasing fear and replacing it with gratitude. To fully metamorphosize, I am rooted in my true self and I maintain an emotional, a mental, and a physical state of homeostasis. Acceptance of the reality that life is about change allows me to tune into my heart and reconnect with my strength and divinity. Tapping into and paying attention to my intuition allows me to handle my journey of the earthly plane by recognizing and using my capabilities of feeling and energetic language beyond the given five senses. I now know to listen to my first instinct and to respect my physical responses to any environment in this 3D reality and the multidimensional world. Listening and respecting my intuition provides me with another form of protection for myself, my ancestors, and my 3D soul group. As long as I am living authentically, conscious of my transformations, aware of my thoughts, and trusting of my intuition, I can handle every obstacle I face on this 3D plane of free will by tuning into my heart and reconnecting with strength and divinity. Therefore, I am authentic, I am aware, I am transformed, and I am intuitive. Ashe, God is king.
Hello, 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 hello. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait there, but can y'all hear that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. How y'all doing?
Good.
I'm doing well.
Good. Okay, so today is Sap Sucker Sunday 8, featuring Corey. On tonight's episode, we will have a collaborative conversation discussing a variety of topics. And Sap Sucker Sunday is designed to pay homage to our West Tennessee roots. So that means like any uh marketing, I guess that's the word to use, is going to be in relation to some type of instrument, like musical. from West Tennessee, and that was a affirmations that I wrote probably about 3 years ago. So I don't know. I'm just winging it today because we just winging it, man.
Oh no, your affirmations was dope. I enjoyed it. And I'm glad I got on here early enough to hear it though. So that's what's up.
Thank you. All
For
right.
sure.
Feast, you got words? Are you still you doing hair still?
Huh? No, I'm done doing her.
Ah, send me a picture.
So, huh?
I said send me a picture later.
I ain't take no picture. But I just
Ah,
did some long box braids.
amen.
All right. So the word of the day is leaf. And it's spelled Lief. And it means as happy as gladly.
What?
Yeah. Leaf.
It's happy
As
L.
as
Spell
happy
it
as
again.
gladly. Lief. An example is I would just as leaf skip the event if you don't mind. So to be gladly or happily, it's an adverb.
okay.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm pulling from the Empath's Empowerment deck, and I pull Center Yourself, and it means to take a few deep breaths to regain your center. Now you can approach life from a more mindful place. And I think that everybody can relate to that, especially with the heavy energy that has been going this week with all the stuff that's happening.
What's happening?
Last week,
What happened?
the previous week.
What happened?
You know what happened, girl. That ritual
I
they be
don't know
doing every
what.
4 years.
I
Was that
ain't
this week?
participate. It was last week.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Last, yeah. So just sometimes you just need to take a deep breath and just recenter yourself. Cry if you have to. Just that's good for your nervous system. It regulates you. Cause I pull over and cry in a minute. I have learned that it's okay to cry, and sometimes when you cry, you just feel better.
Excuse
So I have come to the conclusion that
me.
everybody keep telling people like the reason we've been having issues with mental health all of a sudden is because they've been telling us for the past forever.
That we cry.
You shouldn't have don't live in your emotions. And I'm like, if you think about it, we're physical beings,
You're stuffing your emotions. That's not healthy.
but we should have emotions. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like you should have emotions, you should have feelings. So now I'm rethinking the whole idea of people always saying, stop living in your feelings. You shouldn't
No.
get
You're
out your
supposed to
feelings. But
feel
like,
your feelings.
yeah, like, bruh, I got feelings for a reason. Like, how the fuck else I'ma live in this physical plane without feeling? Like, that shit don't make sense. Like,
Right.
I don't know. I just was finna change that little background. I just changed in that thing to what's that movie called with all the emotions for that little kid movie?
Inside out.
Yes. I feel
Yeah.
like I think everybody needs to watch a Disney Pixar movie or whatever and get back
be
in
okay
tune.
with being in your feelings and having emotions because when you don't do that, you're a fucking robot. And then when
Yeah.
you do have a feeling or emotion, you lose your fucking mind because you've been not feeling. Like,
Right.
stop telling people that shit.
I don't think it's healthy either. I really think you should like if you need to just go cry, like go slide down the wall in the shower. Shit. Or be happy if you gonna be happy. That little thing you see me, dog, I needed that last.
What?
But them folks pushing that wheelchair. that
Man, that shit. I was like, bro, I need to watch this TV show.
yeah.
shit was funny.
Because that's the world we live in right now. Shit is
Man,
just
it really fucking
upside
is.
down world.
Is that what was that? Was that a real TV show?
That was a
Was it like
real
a
fucking TV.
reality show or was it
No,
like
that was a real TV show, and it's an old TV show from back like some years ago.
I feel
It's
like I've
called Little.
seen it before.
It's called Little Britain.
Oh,
Yeah, that's like
okay.
one of them BBC network TV shows.
Hey,
Ah,
them British
my
shows be
head went
funny
left
as
with that
fuck though.
BBC shit.
Yeah.
That shit be hilarious as
It
hell.
do.
And the thing is, they just like they say what the fuck we really be thinking. They just be like, fuck that shit. They're not politically correct at all. So that
And then
show
they
was
got
actually 20 years old.
Damn.
damn.
Yeah.
A lot of shit 20 years old though. I've been out of school 20 years.
Mhm.
That part.
I've been a
That's
Delta 20 years.
what year is this?
That's what's
24?
up. Yeah.
Next year, my 20th Delta versary. Nigga,
You old.
I'm old, nigga. I have almost out of college for 20 years. The fuck. But
I got about
I've come to the realization that 40 is not that bad.
no. And it's
No.
not
That's really
old
when you
neither.
get yeah, that's middle age, but that's really when you get to know
In your
Who you
pride.
are.
Like for real,
who
for
you
real.
are. Yeah. And like it's so crazy how they used to say 40 is over the hill. They talk about people be having midlife crisis because yeah, by the time you 40, you really should have done all the shit, the fuck shit before you hit 40. By the time you hit 40, you really like settling down and coming into who you are.
I'm finna do some
Correct.
fuck shit.
Well, you probably didn't get to do fuck shit when you was young.
I didn't. I ain't gonna do
So
like no stupid outrageous shit, but I'm gonna do like I'm not gonna go to jail or nothing like that. I did that already. That's not for me. But
yeah,
I'm
no, I don't think going to jail is like you really having nigga. Ain't nobody trying to. At no point in life is okay going to jail.
sometimes you go to jail though.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't saying that you don't do it, but like that ain't what I mean when I be like
I don't regret it.
Right.
wilding out. Now, if you do some shit and you go to jail, okay, but that ain't
If I
for
do
me
some shit and
wilding
I
out.
go to jail at 40, you should have bail money.
Ah, shit.
I
Hey,
ain't got none, so I'm not going.
yeah, I'm not going to jail. I ain't never been on my radar to go to jail.
It never was on mine either, but
Not
I just
even on
did
no
some stupid
accidental
shit.
shit, nigga.
Huh?
Not even on no accidental shit, nigga. Hey,
Shit.
when
I
it feel like
went
I'm
that
finna do some
everything
shit to make
I
send me to
did
jail.
intentionally. I wouldn't do that
Yeah.
shit again though. I'd just be talking shit.
Yeah, I don't know anything that be close to me. Be like, "Ooh, I might go to jail for this." I'd be like, you know what?
You be scared.
Nah, I get scared. Let me stop, nigga, because we already in jail as is, nigga. Let me
Dang,
not
for real.
go to for real
Yeah.
jail.
right.
Corey, you been
Shit,
to
I ain't
jail?
never. Come on now, don't even ask such rhetorical questions. That's why I've been silent on this particular look combo.
How'd
I
you
ain't
go to
got no
jail,
comment.
dog?
Hey, and I ain't judging nobody that's been to jail. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying for me personally, anytime I done did some shit that made me feel like, ooh, I might go to jail, stop myself and be like, you know what? Think about this, sis.
Well, I just didn't think I was gonna get caught.
uh, yeah, that's how it be. I ain't gonna get caught.
You
Let
remember that
me keep
time we were
doing this
riding in
shit.
that car with what you call,
With
and
Ken, yeah.
she was like, I ain't gonna get pulled over and sped past the police and get pulled over. About 8 of us
And
in
it
it.
was, man, in a little bitty century. Be
I'll never
fucking
forget that shit.
riding dirty.
Ah, that was when life was careless and carefree and
Life
didn't have
was
a
simple.
worry in the world.
Simple.
Man,
Life was simple.
it can be
Y'all,
simple
I'm
now,
hungry as
even with
shit.
having problems, long as you don't stress. Like if you don't allow things to stress you out, that's what I'm about. It is like shit gonna happen, and regardless of whether or not I stress myself out about it, it's gonna happen.
And this election last week is prime example.
That's what I was talking
People,
about when I was talking about how
Yeah,
heavy.
like,
It's a heavy
listen,
energy.
playing on people energy every 4 years and shit.
Man.
man, come on. And allowing external things to fuck you up. This is the physical plane.
Right.
Like, nigga, this some shit they been doing for hundreds of years. Y'all know how this shit go. And for black
Right.
people, when have they ever given a fuck about you? This
Right,
country
man.
was not set up to give a fuck about you.
Mm-mm.
So,
Period. Until
like,
that happens, man, they gonna have to rewrite the Constitution, and you guys know, like I know, that shit ain't happening no
that
time
is
soon.
exactly. So I just
That-
say that to say, like, take care of yourself and your own. Stop looking for
right,
somebody to do some shit
Because
for you, because
nobody's
they
coming to
ain't.
save you.
man. That
No,
part.
they ain't.
Tell them again, man.
Nobody's coming to save you.
Man,
Don't save
Because
them.
Project Pat
on
said
all
don't save you.
levels. Yeah, on our West Tennessee shit.
And Glorilla said that shit too.
Right.
And plus and to keep it
And
West
me and Trinika
Tennessee.
made a remix.
Exactly. So listen, these
And on our
folks is
West
not finna
Tennessee
save
shit.
you. Why? Why would the people who have given you so much hell save you? Like the fuck? What
Right.
you think
Mm,
this is?
the
Right.
Lululand.
Wishful thinking, nigga. We ain't wishfully thinking about that shit.
That part.
I
No,
just
I
say
was
go
gonna
get you
say
some plants. Like that video you sent me. Go get you some plants
right.
so
What
you
you
can
finna
be
say,
calm.
Corey?
But no, I was just gonna say to add more on our West Tennessee roof shit or whatever to keep chiming in on that more of that Memphis swag where it's an old saying they used to say, man, if you're scared, go to church. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Man, okay. And that's what motherfuckers
man,
been doing.
They
right, you
have.
feel me?
And so my whole thing is I was listening to somebody earlier, they made a valid point. Like they finna swing the pendulum all the way in the opposite direction. Everything is a knee jerk decision. So for
Yeah.
so many years, everything has been so liberal and just wide the fuck open in every aspect of life. Now they finna get back strict, and y'all could have, and we should have noticed this. Like everybody all of a sudden starting to get scared and go back to church and get into the Bible. So now you're
Hmm.
finna have a whole conservative folks scared and looking for something to believe in. So this is just a back and forth ass
Right.
deal. At this point, it's just happy medium. We gotta find a happy medium somewhere in the middle, bro.
I was
Like,
on
Right.
White TikTok earlier. That's what it's called.
oh,
And they was talking about how these women are the white women divorcing their husbands
oh Lord,
and because they scared it's finna turn into the Handmaid's Tales.
what the hell? Well, it probably is gonna be something close to it,
Hmm?
Man.
but
But like,
I'm not subscribing to that
I'm
something
not
foolery.
participating. I'm just was telling you what they
right.
were saying on White TikTok. I'm not even sure how I ended up there, but it happened.
My TikTok for you page be doing like you was talking about them songs and stuff. My shit don't be playing no music on my
Because
TikToks.
when you gotta click in the comments and then those blue links take you to different
Well,
places.
I be clicking to the blue links. The blue links don't send me down no rabbit holes. They be just giving me the basic. Or by the time I guess I'm so far behind on TikTok. By the time I do
I
get on
just
there,
got on there. You've been on there longer than me.
they wipe the shit off, or they be done scrubbed it clean.
Mm.
So where you don't get to get that in depth about whatever it is.
My kids be sending me some crazy stuff, so that could be why
Yeah,
my
I don't.
for you page is a little bit more versatile. But they was talking about if you're going to divorce your husband, you need to do it now because starting January the 20th, they're gonna have no fault. Like you can't use no fault divorce. Like you have to have a.
Who gives a fuck? I ain't that rich enough anyway.
I'm just telling you what they was talking about on White
No,
TikTok. I don't give a
I know
damn
what
because
you're
I don't
saying.
even have a husband to divorce.
So whose problem is this then?
It's White
Sound
TikTok.
like a Sound like a y'all problem.
Oh,
This ain't a
exactly.
we.
Exactly. But you know they always try to be inclusive of everybody,
Yeah, no,
even
this
when
ain't
it's
my
not
dog. I ain't got no
inclusive
dog
of
in this
us.
fight.
Yeah. I don't know. I
Uh,
just thought that shit was crazy because they was talking about the blue wristband to show that you're a
Yeah.
safe one. I'm not like the rest of them because I voted
Oh,
blue or whatever. I don't know. I just went down
that's
a
like
rabbit.
that's like the loofahs that they be putting. Like if you go to certain places, they use different color
Yeah.
loofahs.
I know what you're
What?
talking
Like what?
about.
I never heard of
Yeah.
that. What is it called?
There's some crazy ass
I done seen porch lights being different
crazy
colors, but I
ass
never heard
shit.
of loofahs.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Loofahs like let you know if it's a couple that's swinging, that's open,
Hmm.
Wait
that
a minute.
they
Where do they
like.
put the loofah? In a shower?
No, like they supposed to be at some. I see. I heard this same saying. I don't know how the whole dynamic go, but it's a color coded system to this shit though. Like she
Yeah,
I
said.
mean,
it's
but
like
where's the
if you like you
loofah at?
go on cruises, if you like go on cruise and you pass somebody room that got a loofah on the door, they let you know they down for whatever, depending on what the
Oh, like
color is.
on the doorknob, like a do not
Yep.
disturb, but disturb if it's green.
Uh-huh. Or you go to a hotel, the motherfucker got loofahs, like that type stuff.
That's wild. I
Or
never
some
heard of that.
people,
Man,
when
Where
some
y'all heard
people
this
put them
at?
on their, huh?
I heard some of my wild ass coworkers talking about shit, and I heard something
Yeah.
similar to what she said though, like dead
Yeah,
ass.
and
Wow,
like
I
if
can't
they
believe
out
I
in
never heard
public,
of this.
they'll put that shit on the antenna of their car and shit. Yes, ma'am.
I think I'm not that
That shit
like
wild though.
I'm
Yeah.
not
And
this like I be looking at stuff even like up and down social media or just listening to people talk and people are so overly sexual.
Well,
man,
and that's what I was speaking on. Like, you got to think about the perversions and stuff that we have been exposed to within the last 10 to 15 years. It's
yeah,
been quite a
everything
bit. Like,
hyper.
yes,
That doesn't
everything is
make me want to have. That
hypersexualized.
doesn't make me want to put loofahs on my car, though.
Well,
But
it's like I
that's
said,
their
motherfuckers
thing.
be
Yeah,
freaky.
that's their thing. Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
you can
you
be
know,
freaky, but
No,
I
it's a
don't know.
different
Maybe I just
level.
done got tired and old.
No, it's just different level. And that's the whole thing is that serious
everybody ain't
nowadays.
gonna know it though. Yeah,
But it
and
ain't
that's
that
another thing
serious.
too.
I mean, I guess it is that serious to some people
Yeah,
because
it's
some
not that
people
serious
are
to
overly
you.
sexual. Like, why are you this
Right. But
sexual?
you got to think about the climate we've been in. Everything that has been talked about from politics, everything goes back to sex. Everything. At
Music,
no point should a
everything.
government
You
be
feel
in
me?
your bedroom telling you what to do. That ain't my business. That's
Right.
not for me to know. This between you and whoever
But
you with.
I think social media play a big part in that too. It make everything way more open.
Well, it makes it more open, but you have to also think about the pillars of the five pillars of society. We have always known that entertainment is a over sexualized thing anyway, but now it has spilled into government and education. So now you got a whole nother facet because when Obama did all of that stuff his second term, that changed the tide of it changed the dynamics. And I'm gonna say
Yeah,
this that
man.
people probably finna hate me for it because motherfuckers love Obama. But when he
Man, come on.
changed in 2012, he changed the rhetoric on how you could talk about people. He took away retarded and he turned it into
And
you
they
can't call
didn't
nobody
change that.
handicapped.
Retarded had
Yeah,
been
he
changed though.
introduced he helped
No,
introduce the whole pronouns into society and
That he
shit.
exactly. He was
yeah
prepping us
that
for that. He
that part.
prepped
But
us for
I
that.
think they had already took like it was not okay to say retarded for a long time because
Well, he's
when I was in high school and I was asked like I used to do that peer buddy program and I was like, well, what's his diagnosis? And she was like, well, he's just retarded, but you're not supposed to say that now.
well, yeah,
So
because you was
this was
working with
20 years
retarded
ago.
people right then and there. But
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying this to say,
that was his diagnosis, but they changed it to
well,
ID or something like that.
well, I'm just saying that to say Obama changed it because he made it okay for you to change words, and then he
Yeah,
changed instead
I
of black
agree.
people and African Americans, he changed it to what? People of color. So now you're inclusive of all
Of
people with a little
everybody
shade.
that's a different color, right? And I don't like
Exactly.
that though because it's no differentiation. Like you can be Indian or you can be Latin X, as they say, or black, and it's crazy because how everybody
Black
got a
or like they
how
say,
come we
black,
a
but
color but
not
everybody else got a
Latino and shit. You feel me?
yeah? Why come we
Right.
we just a color but everybody else got a something else?
But you
But
know that
now,
shit
but
was
but
by
just
design
think,
though.
at least we knew black was ours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
I
I'm
mean I
black,
get
Right.
that part.
but
I'm
he
just saying
changed it
that
so
people
he
of color
so
shit is inclusive to everybody, and I don't really look at
right.
it like that either.
But I think that he changed the dynamic. He started categorizing stuff. He made it too, what's the word I'm looking for?
Inclusive,
Yes. And then you bring it in to where it's no longer it's no parameters on shit anymore. Like we
Right.
had discretion. I think, even though I'm not saying, I'm not being closed minded. I'm just saying, like, things were left up to other people, the personal individual's discretion. To
right?
me, he did more damage to black families and black than
Facts.
any other president.
Because he
That's just
really
my
didn't do shit for black people, to be
no,
honest.
he
Nah,
didn't,
man.
and,
Nah,
and we can't expect him to.
he was
He was
just a
just a
poster
cool,
child. You feel
yeah.
me?
He had a little
Poster
swag about
child.
himself.
Right. But to me, he opened the floodgates for black people because black people are more conservative in their thinking. And we don't always say what we think, and we keep it to ourselves and keep it in house. He made it to where black people opened up to the rest of the world to show them who we really are.
They
And like I
really
said,
invited everybody to the barbecue.
yes. And then with the whole transgender and all that stuff, he opened those floodgates for black people to get involved in that conversation. That's never been our fight. We always knew we
Nah.
had a gay uncle. Family, black people
A
knew.
gay
Like, you knew,
cousin, yeah, all this shit. Yeah.
we knew, like, you knew you had a gay cousin, and we was cool with it in our little family setting. You know what I'm saying? We didn't judge you, we loved you. But he opened the floodgates to something totally different. Totally different.
Yeah,
In my opinion. That's just my
I agree.
opinion.
Right. I
I may
agree.
be wrong.
So like
And then
I
they
agree
also
so much.
opened up the what you call the word. It's just yeah, those people they coming.
Right. Man, I agree so much so like and again, not to offend nobody from any
Right.
respective community or whatever, you feel me? But in that same breath, me as I right now I could say most definitely I'm a shadow of my former self so far as in when I was fully embedded in the culture per
Yeah.
se. Like I say, I was more militant, like for
Yeah.
damn sure. So with that being said, though, me understanding the power and the history going back to ancient times of um, us as black people simply balling up our fist. You feel me?
Yeah.
As a sense of empowerment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, our elders, you feel me, and some of our ancestors who have went on the transition, you know what I'm saying, to that realm, they raised their fist up in solidarity. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
On their way to go serve time for the
Hmm.
cause of, of simply just being us. You feel me? So
Yeah.
to see so many other entities attach
Hmm.
themselves to
Yeah,
that
that part.
fist,
That
Yes,
you
part.
feel me?
That part.
It low key throws me. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
And
You
we
you
take
you
and as a community, we're taking on everybody else's.
issues, and it ain't got shit to do with us. That's not
Yeah.
my
man,
problem.
none whatsoever. None
And they're
whatsoever.
taking us and they're using us as scapegoats for everything. Like, if this election didn't show y'all how much they use black people as scapegoats, because what was the whole narrative the whole time? Black men ain't doing this. Black men ain't voting. Black men.
Yeah, so I'm glad you said that. So then when black men did vote, even though I didn't vote or whatnot, let me throw that out there, you feel me? But
Hmm.
to each his own. But anyway,
Right.
so when black men did vote this go around, they voted in favor of the other side, you feel me? So now
Well, no.
the No, 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 you know they said in great proportion on this go around, black men voted for Trump. You feel me?
They
Openly. You
did,
know what
but you
I'm
know
saying?
what? They supported Kamala more than they tried to. They showed the numbers. The reason Trump won was from Latinos and
Yeah,
Asians
from
and
yeah,
other
from yeah,
people.
from yeah, from but this time around, I'm saying in
Hmm.
a great proportion, openly, you seen
Yeah,
more black people, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying, openly say that they was voting for Trump, especially a lot of black dudes or whatever, you feel me?
yeah.
And then a lot of black dudes who come from more of our demographics and especially mine or whatever, street savvy dudes voting for
Hmm.
Trump though, you feel me? And then speaking about some shit that this motherfucker passed out over 5 years ago type shit. You feel me?
Hmm.
Letting that be the motive or the basis of them choosing their particular,
Right,
you know, president or whatever, you feel me? But again, you know, to each his own, but man, like we saying, you know, all this shit is foolery and them folks
right,
just playing on people's feelings and shit, you feel me? And
right,
and and
right,
and, and all of the above. Them folks, I said that shit, and I'm quite sure you guys agree with me, and people out there listening or whatever. Once they fired that shot at that man, it was
man.
over.
Yeah.
It
Bruh
was
swear
over.
he a gangster.
And
You feel me? Like, and that shit so lame. You know what I'm saying? But again, from our past subject, when I was telling y'all how black people we so quick to champion the
Man,
downtrodden. You feel me?
yep.
Ooh, he just like us. Woo, woo, man, that nigga ain't
We
shit
right,
like you. You
man,
no,
feel me? He don't know
man,
your
because this
struggle,
man is
your
a
plight,
whole
your
felon,
ploy.
a rich white
Yeah.
man.
bruh.
So, but one thing I do agree. I had heard a clip of the lady from The View. I ain't watched The View in man decades type shit. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? But I had seen a clip of the lady from The View. She had said something that kind of resonated or whatever. You feel me? She was like, most definitely what people been saying too. Um, Now, most definitely, when people go fill out an application for a job, their feelings shouldn't need not to be up there. Dead
It needs to
ass.
go away. It does.
Like
Yeah,
No,
dead
nobody
yeah,
ass.
should get a background
That
check
shit
done at
need to
all.
be
that's
abolished.
it.
Like if you're a felon, like that I will say. You feel me? Like that
I
should
agree.
not be up there none whatsoever. This man in the highest position that you can fucking
And
fathom,
got
nigga.
whole
You feel me?
indictments.
So like, man, yo, that
And
shit need to be
they
off the
said the
Man,
script.
Supreme Court is going to drop all of his indictments.
Yup,
what?
and then like
I
folks
heard
don't know
that. I
like
saw that somewhere too.
yeah, because you know, again, because the courts don't swung back in the favor of the Republicans. You feel me? So like,
Or it's the haves and the have-nots as well.
true, but still, yeah, yeah. Of course, it's always gonna be that. You feel me? Because
Hmm.
this country was built on that or whatever. You feel me?
Yeah,
Who who got it and who don't? You feel me? Hey,
yeah.
if I
Right.
can get it off, if I can get it off your ass, that's what it is, literally. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like hell yeah, the U.S. gonna do that shit. You feel me? It. I like to tell people, the modern day Negro, just like how you look at the back of your a children's toy, you will see Mattel stamped on the back. You feel
Hmm.
me? You will see property of the goddamn U.S. nigga. Like
Man.
that nigga you hate, man, nigga. He was made, engraved, and grind right here. You feel me?
Hmm.
Where did he get that shit from? What he see? You feel me?
Right.
Hmm.
Like straight up. But anywho, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm talking too
No,
much. I'm sorry.
no, you good, you
No,
good, you
you
good.
good. That's the whole
No, this,
point.
this, this open talk. Like it's some real shit happened this week, and motherfuckers is really out here sick about this. Like what the
Man,
fuck?
sad and scared.
And scared as fuck, nigga.
Man,
Didn't you have to go to work the next day? Like if it
I
was that
did.
important,
right?
they
Come
would have
on
And when
canceled
now.
I
your
went to
job.
work, them folks
Like,
looked so sick and sad. I was like, oh my
man,
God.
what you say? So, hey, imagine this though. Again, not to disrespect none of my people. I'm out here in Colorado, and I'm in a very,
They
very,
probably
very,
sick,
very liberal state.
liberal.
You feel me? Some shit that I ain't even really fully understand until I moved out here. I didn't realize like I like to coin the term and really say I didn't realize how conservative I was until I
Mhm.
moved out here. And when I say that,
Mhm.
I don't mean that in political terms. I
Just our
mean that in
viewpoint.
the true sense of the
Yes.
word. You feel me? Coming from the South, we from the Bible
Yeah.
Belt. So yeah, we grew up on
And
some
that's what
real
I was saying. Most black people are conservative in their viewpoints, not
yes,
politics.
yes,
In
not
our viewpoints,
political,
we're
but in
very
our view,
hush hush.
yes,
We're
yes,
very
yes.
conservative in how we look
That's
at the world.
people don't understand or overstand, you feel me, that the conservative party or the word conservative, when you take it into that particular context of the political realm, it came from us. You feel
Yes.
me? We
Yes.
no matter what, coming from slavery, we had some sort of conservativeness about ourselves
Yes.
in ragtag clothes and quilts
Because you didn't
wrapped
have a
around
choice
us.
but to be
Yeah.
conservative.
Come on
Exactly.
now. You feel me? Through it all, we still
Exactly.
had some sort of majesty about us. That's that
And
black
then
magic type shit. You feel
exactly.
me?
And then it all goes back to the whole verbiage and how every word that they use is a trigger word, and they taking it and they're using these words in
Against
different
us.
against us. Exactly. So when you hear
Yeah, yeah.
conservative, first thing come to your mind is, oh, politics. No, that's
Hmm.
not all the
Right.
definition of conservative is. So that's what I meant when I was talking about Obama. He changed linguistics and language to where every time we have trigger words out here now, every year after he was president, everybody got trigger words. One year was narcissism, one year it was trauma, this year is mental health, and all
They
these
done woke
words are
mental health into the ground.
woke. Woke is one of those
Right.
words.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
so it
man.
triggers people into thinking another thing when that shit means something totally different.
And you want to know something to say this again, like, man, yo, to come into the whole, like, now I hate even using these words, but the awakened community around,
That
for
shit
myself,
crazy too.
around 2015, 2016 to now, like you say,
Yeah.
and yet it is crazy. Yeah, that community is crazy. It's all separate and shit though. But nevertheless, though, still, now those words where I was kind of proud to be considered
Yeah.
quote unquote
Woke.
conscious or
Yeah.
woke. You feel me? Because my rebuttal towards my own homeboys when they be like, "Oh man, this nigga here, man, this nigga on this woke shit." Where I was like, "Hey, well, hey, bro, if I'm woke, what the fuck that make your ass? What is the
Me?
opposite of woke, nigga? You
Right.
feel
Shit.
me?" So I that will be my curve. You feel me, to come
Yeah.
back at that ass. You know what I'm saying? So, but now that word
Mhm.
has been drugged through the
And
mud. So
demonized.
It's been
Yeah.
drugged
yeah,
through the
you feel me,
snow.
villainized and shit. Yeah, you
Yep.
feel me. So like now that word has some sort of political sense to it. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And not
Yep.
even what it. Not even what it was, because see, the white people at that particular time hated the woke Negro. Am I right or
Yep.
wrong?
Right.
You feel me?
Exactly.
So now they don't demonize the word. You feel me?
And now who is your woke folks? It's not even black people no more. Your woke
No,
people
not
That's
even
why I
are
us.
said
Yeah,
it been drugged through the snow.
the liberal left.
liberal.
You feel me?
Yes.
Hmm.
So
Or
Yeah,
now
I
most
the
my
new
definitely.
term
challenge
to me, the new term is spiritual.
right now, spirituality is gonna be an issue next year.
No, it's
Man,
already
yeah.
one.
You
You know,
spiritual. Oh my gosh.
I forgot what they said on Facebook. I am considered a identity what they say, identity, fuck, man, it's some negative ass slander for a person who's into their culture. You feel me?
Man.
Mm.
Like it was some negative ass shit or whatnot. Like they were like, anytime I was listening to a brother say some shit, he was like, man, anytime that you start posting anything outside of the normal context of what people post on Facebook type shit, like,
Mhm.
and it's crazy that algorithm's so crazy, and I got to
Yeah,
learn
the
it right when I
algorithm will
came in.
turn your shit off. You
Come
start
on now,
posting the
you
wrong
feel me?
shit. You be trying to figure out. But soon as you
What the
post some
fuck?
dumb shit, then
He
you'll get
started
Right, you
likes
get hella
starting
fast.
up.
views. Yeah, that
Mhm.
shit
That shit
crazy
crazy.
though.
It
But
is.
I had to overstand that shit over time though, because I have been censored so many times. Like right now, my page is considered for people to fall at the bottom of people's news feeds. Straight like
Mine
that.
is too.
You know
I
what
be
I'm
having
saying?
one or two likes unless I post some shit like I when I put that shit on there talking
Yeah,
about
some goofiness. Yeah,
yeah,
some
about this
goofiness. Yeah,
ovulation
some
shit.
goofiness.
So they're
Tie me up
doing
to the
censorship.
pole.
They're censoring shit. Censorship.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel me? So and that shit is crazy as hell.
So now we understand where the narratives are being created. Just like I was talking to my mama earlier, and y'all notice how the past 4 years, all of these relationship people have come out talking about, well, black men need to do this, black women need to do that, and if he can't pay your
I
bills,
just
and he
want
can't
people
do
to
that,
shut the fuck up.
right? And I had to, I stopped listening to that stuff, y'all. Like I
It'll go
did,
up and
like
down my timeline. I be like,
I stopped
Jesus, I'm
listening
finna
because I
unfriend
was
these
like.
folks.
Yeah, I was like, this
Man,
not how my relationship works. Like my relationship ain't perfect, but my relationship, I'm
Ain't
not living
nobody
it.
relationship perfect.
So I can't I had to stop listening because I was like, I can't relate to this shit. Let me stop listening for this shit turn my shit toxic. I can't
I
relate.
seen some shit today where they was saying if you are a woman and you don't have children, then what are you here for?
oh wow.
I was like, damn, what if I can't have kids?
Right.
Or what if I just like I've been running into a lot of younger women that's like
It's
20, 22,
11:11 here.
23. They don't want no children. And I'd be like, I don't blame you.
Right.
Well, they don't want
Like
it because, and like I told you,
Cause who finna
what
pay for that
happened,
shit? Everything costs too much.
or a lot of them aren't in relationships because of, like I said, that shit goes
The
back to the Obama
podcast.
administration. No, and it goes back. I don't care what nobody say. Obama did a lot of underhanded shit that is playing out now. It's coming out in the wash now. So you,
that was detrimental to our community. You feel me?
yes,
Yeah.
you have a
Yeah.
whole generation of kids who are not going to have them kids that's in their 20s. I feel bad for them kids that's from the ages of 18 to
18 to about 24 is fucked up.
24. I feel bad for them because it's been ingrained in them to not trust no niggas and to not trust no women.
And I
So
and it's bad too.
Toxic.
and
But
it's
you but
bad.
the kids, but the
Creating a toxic
generation
society, man.
that what like
Exactly.
Tupac said, I seen that somewhere the other day. They said that
Oh
generation
yeah.
that Tupac talked about, the ones that hate the
The ladies that to
Right.
create the
Yeah.
babies.
yes,
To make
that
the
they hear
babies.
it's
Yeah.
and it's not the
Man.
ones that's 18 to 24, it's the ones after that. That's like 16 to 20. Then something real wrong with them.
Yeah. Cause I'm saying my kids generation, the ones they be in love, these little kids now.
Yeah, they do. But
Already,
I
man.
watch
What you
these kids that
yeah.
where I when I'm at work and they be in love too. Puppy love is so cute, but they so toxic because now it's like they feel like, oh, the level of codependency with these
Yeah.
kids is sickening.
Because a lot of them are trauma bonding and bonding over
They trauma
bullshit.
bonding because you got the generation before them that don't trust nobody. So now they're
Hmm.
feeding into, oh well, I can't trust them. So now that mean I gotta stay on the phone with this. I done had kids where I have to take their phone because you on the phone with your boyfriend, but you in class.
And
This nigga
Right.
FaceTime is
and
sir.
he at work.
Why?
Why you how you at work on FaceTime?
Exactly.
Like you said, man, it's fucked up because these
It is.
shorties, they low key not right. We can really say we a generation that was most definitely raised off love. You feel me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I was looking at
Like
some videos from like, cause we used to hug. We're the touchy Philly generation. We stay hugging each other, y'all. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
for
there it
real.
is. Yeah, and then one shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, and it wasn't
looking
no
back on
weird
it.
shit.
Yeah, like looking back on it, of course, us as dudes, we still gonna like punch on each other, but nevertheless, though, we were
We were
showing each
touchy
other some
Philly.
sort of affection. You feel
Yes.
me? But not
Yes.
knowing how
We
to
do not.
truly
The only affection they're gonna show each
understand.
other is
Yeah,
sex.
yeah, you feel me? But nevertheless, this generation and the generations, unfortunately, that's coming around, they don't have that. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what it
Mm-mm.
is to be embraced and shit. You know what I
Nope.
mean? Like I remember the older homies, like some of the most treacherous dudes that used to run around Jackson used to give a nigga a hug. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
straight up. You know what I'm saying? But like saying it sounds crazy, but young niggas now they believe to show some love. I think like hearing like Boosie back in the day, they kind of corrupted in a nigga. Show no love, love get you killed, nigga. You feel me?
yeah.
We embodied them words. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like now though, once I became into the culture, I understood the power of words and wordplay. So like when I used to hear the homies be like, Groove, I'm a savage, you feel me? I'm a demon, nigga. No, you
Yeah.
ain't. You know
Ooh,
what I'm saying?
That's
Like
ooh.
we don't even come from that type of people. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We don't
Like a
even come
couple
from
years ago,
savagery.
folk was saying, "I'm on demon time." Oh Jesus.
Yeah,
don't
bro.
be on this time, Lord.
Man, we don't even come from them type of people. You know what I'm saying,
Right.
bro? I have a book by Diop in my collection. You know what I'm saying? Civilization of Barbarism. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I offer that as a food for thought with people, and I ask them, who you think participated in civilization, and who you think participated in barbarism?
Come on
And
now.
you
What's
feel
it
me?
called?
Civilizational Barbarism by I will butcher his name, but I know Diop. You feel me? One of our black scholars. You feel me?
Mm.
Civilization of what?
Civilization or barbarism. That
I
book
don't know how
come
to
out
spell it.
swinging. You feel me?
I was trying to
The
type it
book.
into the chat, but I can't spell that shit.
Yeah, it's by Chiquith
Type
Alta
it into
Shaka
the
Diop.
to
chat.
Diop. Yeah, Shaka to Diop. You feel me? But he one of our black scholars, man. He up there with Dr.
Mm-hmm.
Ben. You feel me? You know,
Mm-hmm.
when it come to their work, you know what I'm saying? Like that
Yeah.
book literally comes out swinging. I learned about the Grimaldi man. I'm able to talk anthropology to people. You feel me?
Right.
So
Right.
like
And
when
we
I
can
be
even just see that with the Olympics and how they did the games back in the day. It wasn't even Olympics. What was it called? The gladiator. Them motherfuckers was
hmm
savages.
That shit was
yeah.
crazy because why is y'all fighting this hard?
Why am I human fighting animals, bro? What the fuck? Why am I fighting lions and tigers?
So peep this though. So that's as we on this subject. Like, all right, I'm finna quote a English kingsman or whatever, Richard the Lionheart. You feel me? You want to
Mhm.
know how bro got that name allegedly? You feel me? But you have to understand this time period. People
Mhm.
believed in this type of shit. So anywho, his name's Richard the Lionhearted. Bro believed if he consumed a lion's heart, he would gain his ferociousness. You feel me?
Mhm.
But once again, we talking about the mind of the
I said that's
European.
some
You know what I'm
barbaric
saying?
shit.
Listen, barbarian shit.
Again, so who you believe participated in civilization or barbarism?
So let me
Africa,
ask y'all about, but let me ask y'all about modern day Africans and the way they do some shit. Some of that shit is barbaric as a motherfucker.
you know why though?
Why?
In my own belief, you feel me? And
Mm-hmm.
again, this is my own OP. You feel me?
Uh,
Uh, I believe, like they say, man, when you take and you got to think they've been taken since medieval times, since the 1100s when they first started the
yeah.
Crusades in Africa and shit. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
So for over a millennia, they've been raping and robbing and pillaging and never truly giving these people time to get back on their feet, so to speak.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Okay.
They always been under the boot per se. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Where
You're right.
over here we was able to have a breath and was able to come together to some sort of sense and be able to have some sort of sense and some sort of real
And most
idea.
of us are indigenous to here. So we already had a setup
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we allowed them to
and
come in.
like even now, not
Yeah.
man, and I'm out here in the city where the African population is heavy. I
Yeah.
have befriended so many people from the continent just by my sheer knowledge of the continent. It blow they motherfucking mind. They from this
Yeah.
motherfucker. And here it
Yeah.
is. I'm from the diaspora. I hit them with words like that. They like, my brother. Oh my God, how do you know all of this? You feel
You
me? And I'm
right.
I'm mad at your
like,
accent.
bro. Oh my goodness, bro.
But you know what? And you're right though, Corey, because they weren't really exposed like we were. We saw
Nah,
black
man.
militant
Yeah,
and we saw people rise up. They're just now starting to wake up and rise up and see. We knew about them, whereas they didn't know about us. They didn't know that they're what they see, they're used to, and they think that's normal because they still look up to white people.
yeah. You
Mhm.
feel me? Because they still have schools that are funded by Christian minister.
And those
Yeah.
missionaries go over there
Missionary,
too.
excuse me. Yeah, there you go. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, by
Hmm.
those Christian
Missionary.
missionaries and all those others. Like now, China and that motherfucker buying up
Man,
great proportions and shit.
you
Them
right. So
folks
they just
has
ain't had no room to
no
breathe,
room
And
to
if
ever
you
golly.
if
recover.
you watch some of their
You right.
movies and TV shows, you would be amazed at the
Yeah.
Hey
delusion.
man, they been literally knocked off their axes for a millennia or more. You feel
Yeah.
me?
Yeah. You right. You right. You right.
Where here in America, you feel me? We going on a half of a millennia of this bullshit. 500 years. You feel me?
Yeah.
But we still had the freedom of what we got here, speech. Even though
Yeah.
our black asses don't get the chance to experience it to the utmost, but goddamn it, we got it. Here we are
Yeah.
talking
We
now,
have
kicking
some
flag.
platform, some ability.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
kicking flag now.
But
Man, you
most of us so still super delusional though.
and see, and there's where the
But it's
what
still is it really by choice though?
no, yeah, because we
Yeah. Yeah.
right now, what I'm talking
I
to
mean,
you
is
on
it
right
choice
now.
if you don't
No, listen,
if you don't know?
ignorant is bliss. You feel me,
So
But
motherfuckers?
ignorance is no
Man,
excuse neither. It's no
right?
excuse.
Yeah, that's what
Ignorance
I'm
is no
saying.
excuse.
That's what I'm saying. So peep this. So guess what I'm rapping with y'all on? I'm rapping with y'all on a pocket held computer. You feel me?
Mhm.
Everybody
Right.
got one. A
Man,
motherfucking
come
quote
on.
unquote, a motherfucking
you're
quote
right.
unquote smartphone.
I agree with it.
Come
You
on.
feel
Come
me?
on. Come on. You
Uh,
Cause
choose to
Google
be
work on
ignorant.
everything.
Man, come on, man. You can
And
tap
And
that's
into
a
people will
choice.
ask
anything
you
on
shit.
this bitch.
People will ask you shit, and I be like,
And
"Damn,
it,
you could have just Googled that shit."
and the
Like my
thing
brother
is,
say all the time, "Google it, motherfucker."
they talk about having a simple mind in the Bible. If we want to be technical, we ain't into that. But they also talk about in the Bible how it's a sin to be simple minded. Like
To be ignorant, nigga. Yeah, that's
it's
a
simple,
sin,
right?
you goof ass nigga. If
It
if
talks
if
about
if
it.
if being greedy, gluttony, motherfucker is a sin, nigga, you being a stupid ass nigga, goddamn it, is a sin. Come on now, man.
That's it.
I
Shit.
agree.
Y'all niggas, man, yeah, man. No. Yeah, but yeah, my folks, it's fucked up though. But yeah, people choose to be
People choose to because if you think
It's
about it and you
easier to
read and
be.
you
It's
learn,
easier to be to 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 not acknowledge shit though.
and that's the
it's
whole
comfortable.
phrase, ignorance is bliss,
Yeah.
because the minute
Yeah,
you start learning some
but
shit, you
is
become
ignorance bliss
uncomfortable.
or is it cognitive dissonance, or is that the same thing?
It's the same thing
Yes,
because
the
you're
same thing.
peaceful. When you're ignorant, you can be have peace because you're not dibbling and dabbling. But the minute you start learning stuff, when we started learning stuff, shit hit us like a ton of bricks. Like, God damn.
Yeah, because I
Fuck.
had
Man,
found
you hear
out.
me? The walls start coming down. That's why I said, like,
Exactly.
in a previous conversation, I was like, where my mother on her own accord, unconsciously on her own will, she didn't know that she was setting me up for this shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Where she allowed me the room where she said, I felt that you as a baby coming from a long line of children who been baptized here. My mama from
Hmm.
motherfucking the country here. They were dipping them in the water, literally in the motherfucking river somewhere. You feel me?
Hmm.
In a pond type shit. But anyway, man, my mama said in her mind she felt like I didn't do nothing as a baby that was warranted of me needing to be
To be
baptized or
clean.
christening. You
Yeah.
feel me? A
Yeah.
baby already innocent and pure. You feel me? They don't know
Right.
nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So therefore, she said, I'm gonna allow you the opportunity to explore that on your own avenue. So therefore, like I say, as I'm morphed into the person that I was, and especially coming into the conscious realm, it made it more easier for me. It made that
Hmm.
plight more easier for me to step over because hell, I didn't have those necessary attachments. Now, but when I
Right.
say
So
that though, but
you weren't brainwashed at an early age.
but no. But how? But
Oh.
let me say this though. You feel me? Because just like any other Southern boy, man, I reach my hands out to God, but I ain't never
Mm.
feel nothing, man.
Yeah.
So hear me out on this though. And I know a lot of people out there, whether you white or black, you feel me, you may overstand, especially growing up in that church
Yeah.
atmosphere. You feel me? I used to be that child who would be in church when we would have revivals, whatever you would name it. And when, man, I went to the church it was called back in the day, it was called Deliverance House of Prayer. Then it went to the Light of Life. You feel me? With
Oh
Nathaniel
yeah.
Bond. You
DHP.
feel me? Yeah, Nathaniel Bond, man. Shout out to him,
Nathaniel
man.
Bonds. Nathaniel
Man,
Bonds used to have a coin on his neck bigger than my goddamn head. Where
They
you
must have
growing
got
all
an
hey,
that gold
ATM
out
hey,
of
in
that,
it.
bro?
They got
with
a
the big
ATM in the church.
man, crazy work, man. And
I
I
said,
grew up
"Oh,
in
I'm
that
finna
church.
go."
I grew up in that church when it was out there in the country.
In the country.
Yeah,
Out of
you
Denmark.
feel me?
Yep. Was it
But
Hey,
Denmark?
I used to wait tight. I used to wait on him all the time. Like when I worked at Logan's, him and his wife would come in. He was cool people though, and tipped good. But I just wasn't finna go to. I wasn't finna go to
yeah,
church.
right. But still, like I say, that's the atmosphere that I grew up in. You feel me? My grandmother was like one of the first ladies back in the day. You know what I'm saying? They used to,
Hmm.
well, not the first lady, but one of them old women that used to sit up front type shit with the
On the
big
usher
Yeah.
hats.
board.
Yeah, you
The
we're not even on
motherboard.
the usher. There
The
you
The
go. That's the
motherboard. She
motherboard.
word,
brought
the
him. She brought
motherboard.
him back good.
Yeah. Now she ain't have to wear that. She just sat pretty up front. You feel
Yeah,
me?
she was on the motherboard.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That's the word, Visa. That's the word. I ain't heard that word in so long because I ain't been in that atmosphere. You feel me? But yes, ma'am, she most definitely was where my grandmama had.
So you were rooted in church in
Being truthful,
Christianity.
yeah, being truthful. You know what I'm saying? Being truthful.
Yeah.
So, but like I say, with that being said, I say all that to say, when I was there, as much as I used to reach my hands out to God and allow that man to
Yeah.
touch me and so have you forth, I never felt the feeling that my peers and
Yeah.
everybody else around me felt. You feel me?
Yeah.
I called out to it in the same manner that they did, but I felt like I used to be like, damn, did it skip me? What the fuck? You know what I'm
That's how I
saying?
used to feel because my aunt used to speak in tongues. She'd be praying and she just get to speaking in tongues. She's like, you will feel it, you'll feel it. And I used to pray to want to speak in tongues, bro. I never felt that. But I did not
Right,
grow up Christianity neither. I grew up Muslim in the beginning and then started going to church later in life. So I ain't never felt
right.
none of that shit. I always felt like you mean to tell me I'm finna go to heaven and sit up here at the hymn of Jesus and sing hymns all day and walk on Golden Street? That don't even that's forever and ever and ever. That don't even sound fun, bruh. Like it don't nothing about that sounds fun.
Right,
Like it don't. It
man.
doesn't.
I'm like I say, man. I think my last point I never forget, man. And this my testament and who I am or whatever you feel me. And I learned through African culture where that word comes from. In Kemetic culture, a man would grab his testes, hence
Oh,
the words later on in life. My balls is my word. You feel
all
me? You
right.
know what I'm saying? That comes from male culture. But anyway, my testimony because I have testes, god damn it. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language out there because y'all I'm
You
feeling
sound
it
like you
right
from
now.
West Tennessee right now.
Yeah, yeah. But but no, nah, on a serious level though, my testament though, man, I was going through a thing. I went through a moment where I experienced. some homelessness or whatever. You would have never knew it by the way I
Yeah.
carried myself in this particular time period because I was reluctant to have a couch or two to crash
Yeah.
on. You feel me? But nevertheless, still, I myself didn't have a roof over my head. But
Hmm.
in that moment of darkness that I was experiencing, that despair, you want to know what church I fell up in? Y'all don't laugh at me, but I was searching. You know what I'm saying? My heart was hurting.
Hmm.
I'm looking for something to attack, and that speaks to the culture of us as black people and people of color. You feel me? Period. We are
Yeah.
naturally spiritual beings. So
Beings. Exactly.
naturally, we tapped in. That's why we feel more. You feel me?
Yep.
And it
Yep.
scares other people. That's why they called it black magic. You feel me? Because they couldn't understand
And that's why they
how.
telling us not to feel. Don't be in your feelings all the
Yeah,
time.
right. You feel me? Trying to detach us from that, and
Right.
that's a part of natural growth, being able to feel. You feel me?
Right.
Like I told you. I took a creed not knowing joining my particular unorganized organization, you feel me, where we said,
Mm.
man, we had minds of steel and hearts of stone. You feel me? That's me saying basically I have no sympathy or empathy for your motherfucking
Empathy.
ass. You feel me?
Right. My
And half of
mind
my
is basically saying your mind and my heart is shut off.
mind that part, you feel me? So like, and a great part of my life, excuse me, part of my life, you feel me? I realized embodied this shit. You know what I'm saying? Where
Yeah.
I was I'm getting my words. Um,
Detached.
detached, yeah, from life and feelings. You
Hmm.
feel me?
Yep.
And then when once I came into that conscious realm where I was awake and I was awakened from all of that shit, emotions, feelings started hitting me
Hmm.
like motherfucking tsunami waves, man.
Hmm. And so that's
So
that's my whole point in all of this is going on. Like black people are gonna have to start feeling again and figuring out who we are and listening to our feelings and our
damn.
emotions. Because we have always kept the level of things on this earthly realm and in this country to a certain level. We are the heart of this shit and they know that. That's why they always garner our emotions and our feelings and want us on their side because they know we bring the feelings to all of this shit. Without us, wouldn't be no feeling because everybody else is worker bees. Let's be real.
Right.
Let's be real.
Can y'all
Let's
hear
be
me?
real. Certain
I
cultures are worker bees. Certain cultures are freaking robots.
Mm.
But we are the soul of this shit, and they know that.
right. That I agree. Most definitely, man. And that's why they say like they look at us at everything so far as in us being the temperature, us being the status quo. You feel me?
Hmm.
And a lot of us not even motherfucking knowing that. You know, they once said that I learned that shit through Dr. Umar at one time where he was giving out to some statistics or whatnot. He had said that at one point in time, the black community and the black dollar was equivalent to like Qatar or something. You feel me?
Yeah,
Us here in America.
just
You
here.
feel me? And
So can y'all hear
again,
me?
yes, I
Yeah,
can hear you. Yeah, but she was right. I did hear some like static or whatnot. I hear that as well.
like you on a one of them phone. What y'all remember with your phone, the cord, the fuck up,
Oh my God, from getting it all tangled up. Lord have mercy.
Mm.
and you can
Them
hear a
bit.
little bit of static in the back, like a look, like it's trying to click back in, but it's clicking back in and out if you don't get the cord right where it needs to be. That's
Right.
what it sounds. That's what it sounds.
Yep. Dang, I just realized how long we've been on here. Okay.
Yeah, we've been on here. How it don't seem like we've been on here no hour though.
No, it don't. Wow.
Yeah, I think we just hit the ground running today. I got some stuff to talk about. Like, bruh, y'all come on, wake up. Like, need for y'all to get. But I seriously think people are going to start waking up. I think we're looking at this. People are having to step back and like really have a clear eye on this. Like, bruh, this ain't what we
Right.
thought. This is not what we thought.
Most definitely. I could say this on in the streets wise or whatnot. Um, being that I attach myself to something that was bigger than me in my youth or whatever, that still plays a great part of who I am, and it helps shape the person that's before you on this platform of you guys that I'm grateful to be on. But with that being said, in California, to speak to it, in LA to be exact, some monumental is trying to take place, and uh, nah, I sure can't.
Y'all
I
can't
see
hear
she
me.
working. Okay, I
Now
hear
we
you
can hear
now.
you.
Yeah, now I can
It
hear you.
sounds like whenever you plug in your headphone, little plug, and if you don't get it right, you can't pick it up. You hear a little click and static, like it's trying to pick up.
Like right
You know
now,
what I'm
you
talking about?
super, you clear though right now.
Cammy, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
I can't
Oh
hear you.
yeah, yeah, you
Can you hear
switching.
me now?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can hear you now.
yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, man, shit. I was asking y'all questions. Y'all didn't hear me. I'm steady just hollering. Shit.
You know, it
Damn,
sounds
well,
like
I'm
your
sorry.
cord wasn't plugged in
I
all
was
the way, bro.
it was plugged in. Y'all I just got these $6.99 gaming headphones here. I,
Some small technical
I
difficulties,
was
y'all,
asking you when you was talking about when you was at church and you was saying you couldn't feel nothing. So I was saying, so do you think that the people that could feel, do you think they really could feel it or was they faking?
I think they probably could
man.
feel it,
I think they probably could feel something. You feel
but
me? I
that,
believe some,
yeah,
but I believe something because you know that shit is emotion based. Period.
yeah,
You
yeah.
feel me? It's emotion based. So most definitely they was feeling something. I just unfortunately, or thank God, you feel me? Thank the ancestors that you feel me that I just didn't feel the same or whatever. You feel me? Everything I say all this to say this, y'all. Um Everything that I wanted to feel as a youth in church or even as an adult. This one time I had swung in a church or whatever looking for something. Everything that I was looking for, I got when I came into the culture. You know, as they say, different strokes for different folks. You feel me?
Yeah.
And but nevertheless, everything that some people, the clarity, the peace that people necessarily look for throughout religion or through religion, I got through from our culture. I
Hmm.
cried once I realized everything, and I'm still learning. That's how rich we are. We the oldest people to walk this earth. You feel me? So like,
Hmm.
man, and to know all of that, that's a beautiful thing. And I truly believe now knowing all of that fruitful knowledge or whatever, I believe, just like the saying is, if you knew better, you'll do better. Man, if we all knew
Hmm.
this shit growing up, ain't no way a lot of us would participate in the shit that we have participated in. I just don't think we would. I
You
just don't think
probably
we
would
would.
have to a certain extent, just out of
Yeah,
curiosity.
yeah, maybe, maybe to a certain extent, but a lot of the day to day shit though, just man, a lot of the self doubt that our community have, like feeling like we don't
But what
necessarily come from nothing.
the whole setup of how things was made was designed for us to do that though.
Yeah, exactly,
Hmm.
and that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like if we would have known or had true access to this type of shit, and our parents, and it was taught generation wise, like just the innovations, the things that we have championed. We man, we the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like for real, for real. We the shit. Who man? I tell people, who do you think they feeling their lips to look like? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Now you got people feeling their lips when your lips already feel.
Right? You feel me?
Out
Still
here looking like
trying,
Whiskers the cat and shit, bruh.
man, looking crazy as
Like
hell,
who?
Like
altering
Whiskers the
something,
cat.
man. But and see, and there goes the mental damage of of everything. You feel me? Where
Yeah.
you look in the mirror and you don't see the beauty. You feel me?
Mhm.
Psychological damage and shit, man. This shit,
Yeah, we watching
sad.
Willie Lynch let us play out every day.
Man, come
Yeah,
on now, in a major way, man, in a
and
motherfucking
the
major
self
way.
hatred. But it's all of mine fucked up when you look at the whole when you step if you step back and look at the whole setup of everything, how between from so-called slavery to the music industry to all that shit how it's set up to disconnect us from what we should be connected to anyway. It's
Right,
fucked up.
man. I
So for
most
us to be
definitely
able
agree.
to even get to where we are now, I think we're making strides.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
It's coming
hell yeah.
aware. It's just
Yeah.
a matter of being able to become aware and accept things. Or not accept it, but just like we said,
To be aware.
learning. You have to be aware. You just can't sit back and say, "Well, I didn't know." Every time I find
Exactly.
out some stuff that triggers me that I didn't know, I research it to find out more.
Come on,
I
man, to
still
get
can say
your
I didn't
understanding.
know, but I'm still gonna go look up and be like, okay, well, damn.
I ain't never heard of
Right,
this before. What they talking
Let me
about? Instead
figure
of
out
just
what that is.
dismissing
Cause
it.
Google with that handheld computer that everybody got.
man. Talk to
Like
Exactly.
my
him.
brother tell you in a heartbeat, Google it, motherfucker.
Right. Hell yeah, man. You will look up what happened with Lil Dirt. You feel me?
Man, a whole man,
Man,
what's happened with all of these folk?
you'll
A
read
whole
you
setup.
you will read their whole caseload. You feel me? But
Man.
you won't read or sit and listen to a lecture of somebody who look like you school your ass on some shit. You
Man, or
feel me?
show you how to do something different besides
Yeah.
the blood of Christ or whatever.
You feel me?
Like,
You know,
Nothing but the
like
blood of Jesus.
you stupid. But yeah,
My Lord.
it's the lack of self-awareness and the okayness, the cognitive dissonance to me is what really just blows my mind.
man, it continues though. You feel me? And I have to be honest though with myself, how I participate in the matrix and shit. You feel me? I have, like I had told you that one time, came in like on a personal like where I was so militant and shit. I had to low key water myself. Well, ain't no low key, I did. I
Mhm.
water myself down to fit to modern day society where niggas wouldn't look at me like a total weirdo and shit. You
Yeah,
feel
and
me?
it's called not it, what the Bible
Really
say. I
look at
am
me
a
like a
part
weirdo.
of this world. I'm in this world, but I don't have to be of the world. You feel
Right.
me?
Right.
I still,
Sanctuary.
I still got to live here, but I ain't got to be y'all now.
Because you have to have a level of balance. I was talking to
Exactly.
somebody about that today of being balanced and the steps and certain things that
Oh
you can do
man,
to have
yeah.
yourself balanced. Because me, as being who I am and the air sign, nigga, I'm a live in extremes.
Mm,
Hey,
that
since
duality.
y'all since you said balance, so and then y'all was talking about emotions, like everything aligns so perfectly, man. I love and appreciate y'all ladies, man. Like y'all don't be knowing like I be like today. To be honest with you, I was low key tired, and then like I got anxiety and shit because tomorrow I'm going to my little orientation of this new job or in this new frontier that I'm finna
Okay,
embark
okay,
on
okay, okay.
type shit.
Congratulations.
So like
Snaps.
appreciate it, but like with that being said though, like with that being said though, like I low key been like in my fields, and then again I'm a dweller. I be overthinking shit sometimes. And anyway, I've been kind of like on an emotional roller coaster per se type shit.
Yeah.
Just yeah. Anyway,
And it's probably
uh,
self-induced.
in a lot of ways, yes, it is or whatever. But to get to it all, I want you guys when we get off or whatnot, and y'all please get back at me when y'all get to this part. I watched earlier this artist from the Bay Area by the name of Lil Russell or whatnot,
But
and
yeah, L.A. Russell, Lil Russell.
yeah, Lil
I used
Russell,
to
yeah,
follow him on Instagram.
bro was on Tiny Desk and shit, and
Yes.
he got this shit, and I love Tiny Desk or whatever. I love the whole acoustics and personal theme of the whole Tiny Desk performance type shit. But anyway, Lil Russell had this song called damn man, I had it on the tip of my tongue. Fuck. What he was calling it, life raps or whatever. It was
Hmm.
because you know I throughout Tiny Desk they do certain songs throughout their little segment. And the one little spot he got to and it was life raps. It was two of his like background vocalists where he gave them time to shine. And this
Hmm.
one young artist, it was a dude. The girl made me feel some type of way too. But the young dude, and he said dude was 18. Dude
Hmm.
words were so profound. And again, y'all, like I be getting mad at myself, but I had to overstand where I'm at mentally.
Yeah.
Dude words were so profound it made me cry. And like I my girl looked at me because she was sitting right next to me and shit. Cause I keep it true, we in the middle of smoking, we smoking. You feel me? Smoking weed and shit.
Mhm.
And like here it is, I'm hitting the joint and I just bust out crying and shit. Like not boo-hooing, but I'm
Yeah.
watching some shit
Yeah.
and listening
Tears
to it.
rolling down.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, bro, words was just so beautiful because, like, he was doing spoken word for that moment, and then the girl came in right behind him, and she said balance, a part of her little word play, like how we trying to balance it. She said, I'm tight, rope walking 1,000 years of generational traumas. Like, she was just both of them. The young dude said, it took me back to some shit in my youth or whatever, and what really made me cry because it speaks to a lot of young dudes. My mom seen me toting a gun, and she asked me, like, and she tripped out on me, like, why is you toting a pistol, woo, woo, type shit, and like. I remember I said something similar to the young man that he said in his spoken word. He was like, we can always get a lawyer, but you can't get another son back. You feel me?
Hmm.
And that shit hit me so hard because it took me back, and then I just started seeing faces and how the effect of the shit that we participate in, what it does to us and shit, and the dreams that it ruined or whatever. And even for myself, how a lot of years of my life, I ain't see no farther than what was in front of me. You feel me? Not
Hmm.
even knowing, like most niggas, like some of y'all, like even you two, you guys to a certain extent kind of knew or had an idea where you were going per se or whatever. Whether you kind of felt your way out in the dark, but still, nevertheless, you had some sort of scope
Yeah.
out of what it is. A nigga like me, man, I ain't have shit. I was just lucky enough to motherfucking graduate, and then I had a son type shit. You feel me? And
Yeah.
so, man, yo, I don't know, man. Life. Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
Yeah.
What you say the artist name was?
La Russell. L.A.
Yeah,
Spell
Russell.
Russell.
L A.
L.A. Russell. La
Yeah,
Russell.
yeah. Lil Russell, man,
I
bro.
don't know if it's L.A. Russell or La Russell, if it all go together, but I know he's from the Bay Area.
Yeah, but like holy shit, man, bro, hard, man. But it was called fuck, life raps or whatever the little segment that
Mhm.
he did. Man, that shit was so hard, y'all. Man, please, when
And he
y'all get
and
off
he
of here.
always shows other people love because like
Oh,
he was doing pop up concerts just randomly in neighborhoods and
yeah,
like he
in
would
his
just bring
backyard.
people out.
Host them in his backyard and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and
host
have
them in
people
his
just come
backyard.
out and just rap if they was
Going
artists.
dumb. Yeah,
Yeah,
going dumb, having random people in his neighborhood recite his
yeah,
raps, man. Dude, just a soulful dude, man. And then, like I say, that
Heard of him,
particular
but I'm
shit.
gonna look him up.
Please do, please do, please do, and let me know what you think when you do tap into that, because that shit hit me all in the feels and shit. Like I ain't
yeah.
gonna
Yeah, I like the Russ. I watched bits and pieces of the Tiny Desk, but that motherfucker was vibing. Whatever they was doing, they was in that thing jamming.
lie. For sure, man. Yeah, it was a
So I never
vibe
had
in
to watch the whole thing.
that. Please, please. It ain't no but like 20 minutes or whatever. It'll be a nice little 20 minutes. It'll leave you with a smile. I guarantee you it will.
I already know because I fool with him.
Yeah. You will like him, Cammy. You will like him. You will like him.
Yeah, because
Okay,
he's a
I'm
lyricist.
typing that shit in the
He's a
chat. You
lyricist
know,
because he was in a I seen one little snippet. He was in a on a radio show.
Yeah, he
He
freestyle. I
started
already
rapping
know
talking
what you
about
said.
preachers and past. I was like, oh, come
That
on.
man, he said, black man, he said, riding in a European whip. Don't you act like you ain't come over here in no European ships. Come on, man. That nigga talking shit, man.
Which boy used to say, talk that sass, talk that sass.
You hear me? Yeah, they young fella hard though, and he realized the area that he come from because he speaks to Huey P. Damn, Huey P. Newton, the whole Black Panther
The
Party.
Black
You feel me?
Panthers.
Yeah, he recognized the area that he come from Berkeley and all the the movements that was going on then in the '60s
Uh,
and shit. You feel me? So yeah, bro, hard though, man. Y'all give him a listen. Even though I
well,
know
I'm
we supposed to be
fooling with it
repping,
because I'm cool with it. Yeah,
right? Even
yeah.
though I know we supposed to be repping down south and West Tennessee artists and
Oh,
shit, but
no.
yeah, give bro a listen, y'all. Y'all will enjoy him for sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was a good one tonight, guys.
That it
yep.
was. That it was. I feel like I talked too much. I'm sorry, y'all, again.
Man, you ain't got to apologize. You kept we out here freestyling this Sunday. You kept the vibe going. So we need more men out here talking about what's going on in awareness. You know what I'm saying? Because
I
a lot of
agree.
folks ain't aware, and a lot of men ain't aware.
No way.
Huh?
I said because a lot of men won't say nothing.
A lot of men are aware, right? But they're scared to say stuff. They like we said, they're conservative and they just keep it to themselves. But
Man,
nah,
come on
it's
now,
time for
man.
it's time for people to speak up, man, because it's the world we living in now. Ain't no more hush hush. We are not in the age of Pisces, my G. We are in the age of Aquarius, and Pluto is
Age
finna
of
go into
enlightenment.
Aquarius.
Feel
Everything
me?
finna be wide open.
Man, come on now. The age of enlightenment, if y'all don't know what that means and shit. You feel me?
Exactly.
So
Y'all was listening to your boy. Who? Y'all listen to Cat Williams tell y'all that in
He
January,
sure said it. He sure said it.
and what?
yeah.
And he was hit the nail on the head from the
Yeah,
words of a Virgo, a whole
uh,
Virgo. He let y'all know.
he spoke that shit into existence. Because think about all the shit that did come into fruition and
Yeah,
shit that was exposed and came out and shit. Yeah,
he
crazy.
saw it. He called it for what it was. So this
Yeah,
is time for people to speak. No more biting your tongue. And I'm talking. I'm preaching to the choirs when I say this. So
for sure.
it's
Yeah.
me telling myself. Shit, I
Mhm.
ain't
Man,
nothing
and I,
slide.
and iron sharpens iron or whatever. And to any man dudes, whether you back at the crib or whatever, you feel me? If you know you listening or whatever, and you feel like you may have something to say, you feel me? Especially if it's something to say on some righteous, fruitful shit, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, I'm quite sure. Well, I ain't no quite sure. I know that's what we here for at the end of the day. You feel
Yeah,
me? Give y'all some food for thought and perspective. But
Right.
if you a black male dude, preferably, but we'll accept it, somebody with a
yeah,
righteous mind. But man, come on down, man, so we can get this work and we can get this shit going, man.
man, that
It's
part.
good to build.
On the line, what we need to do is we'll talk about that. Let's end this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
we
sure, for
need
sure.
like I would like to call it. I'm finna start a new thing called the Quirky Brown Collective. You feel me?
I like that. I like
That'd
because
be
at first I
good.
was scared to be that way, so I liked it.
No, because my boyfriend is whole quirky as hell. But he's like, just growing up in the hood, you can't be quirky because that shit is not
Right,
gonna fly. Niggas is gonna clown you. So you have to be a
man.
product of your environment. Cause like when I met him, I was like,
Hey,
he ain't quirky. But after I've been with talkers, I was like, you are quirky as hell. He's like, I know. He was like, but you just can't do that growing up in the hood because
man, you sure okay, man.
niggas will clown you. You have to have a certain armor on to survive and make it out. But yeah, it's a lot of quirky black men that's highly intelligent out there. So we calling y'all to the forefront. That's all I'm saying.
Man, that part.
Well, all right, peeps. It's been real.
So,
All right.
Hold it in the road.
Not
all
hold it
right,
in the
y'all.
road.
Hold it in the road.
Hey,
Hey, hold that
man.
motherfucker. Hold that deuce in the road.
You hear me?
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
How can I protect my energy today? By remembering that I can handle this. I can handle anything that is placed on me by tuning into my heart to reconnect with my strength. Being authentic means my choices are to be genuine and truthful in all aspects of my life. Knowing who I choose to be and living honestly and knowing how pure I am determines the value of my relationships. I choose my own morals and I stick to them. My authenticity is determined by my soul's journey. Am I learning what I need to ascend and become divinity? I am 100 in all my relationships, leaving all trauma, insecurities, and egos in the past. I choose to be authentic and truthful in all my endeavors by tuning into my heart and reconnecting with my strength to handle my soul's chosen journey. I can handle all things on my journey by utilizing my awareness and understanding I am responsible for the reality I create. I am aware of the concept of if I think it, I will create it. Therefore, I focus my attention, intentions, and energy on creating a merge of subconscious and conscious thoughts. Being multi aware of all thoughts, I am allowing myself the opportunity to tune into my heart, to reconnect with my strength and divinity. I am capable of handling my soul's journey by flowing through times of transition. I understand that in order to be the butterfly I am, I have to experience a metamorphosis of my own. I am expanding my wings and flying without fear. In order to fully transform graciously, I am releasing anger and replacing it with love. I am releasing fear and replacing it with gratitude. To fully metamorphosize, I am rooted in my true self and I maintain an emotional, a mental, and a physical state of homeostasis. Acceptance of the reality that life is about change allows me to tune into my heart and reconnect with my strength and divinity. Tapping into and paying attention to my intuition allows me to handle my journey of the earthly plane. By recognizing and using my capabilities of feeling and energetic language beyond the given five senses, I now know to listen to my first instinct and to respect my physical responses to any environment in this 3D reality and the multidimensional world. Listening and respecting my intuition provides me with another form of protection for myself, my ancestors, and my 3D soul group. As long as I am living authentically, conscious of my transformations, aware of my thoughts, and trusting of my intuition, I can handle every obstacle I face on this 3D plane of free will by tuning into my heart and reconnecting with strength and divinity. Therefore, I am authentic, I am aware, I am transformed, and I am intuitive. Ashe, God is king.